Hello everyone, my name is Christy Vigiano, and I would like to take a few moments of your time to discuss a topic that affects nearly 1/3 of all Americans. Before I go into the specifics of my topic, I want to throw out a number to you, 214. What is this number, you might ask? I will divulge that answer to you a little later. The epidemic I want to discuss with you has an estimated annual medical cost of nearly $147 billion. Some of you might have already guessed what I am referring to, but for those still wondering, I am talking about obesity. Obesity has been on a dramatic rise over the past 20 years. Obesity is not something that only affects adults, but 1 in 6 children and adolescents between the ages of 2 and 19 are considered to be obese as well. According to the Center for Disease Control, an adult with a body mass index percentage of 30 or higher is considered obese. Because children grow at such different rates, it might be hard to determine their BMI. However, professionals have determined that children who, compared to their peers in height and gender, that fall within the 95th percentile or above are classified as obese. The health dangers obese people are in danger of having vary from heart disease to diabetes. A staggering 112,000 deaths are attributed to obesity each year. As hard as it is for me to say out loud, I am one of the people who fall within the 1/3 of obese people in the United States. Let's go back to the beginning of this video when I threw out the number 214. Has anyone guessed what that number is referring to? It's not my house number, and it's not the amount that I pay each month for my car. It is my weight. My current weight is 214 pounds. I want to take a moment to give each of you a little insight as to what it's like to be obese. I wake up each morning and it takes me a few steps once I get out of bed to work out the stiffness and achy feelings that I have in my joint. I struggle with finding clothes that fit my body, let alone are an example of my personality. I find myself hiding behind baggy clothes and that tend to make me look bigger than what I am, because in my mind the baggy clothes are a shield to society. I get to work and my office is on the second floor of a building that doesn't have an elevator because of the age of the building. On a good day I can get up the stairs without too much huffing and puffing, and when I do reach the top, it may take a second for me to catch my breath so I can say good morning to my coworkers. I find myself getting warmer in my office than those around me, which in turn makes me perspire more, sometimes to the point where it's embarrassing. Most of the time I just laugh it off and, say, oh, the woes of getting old, or, the god-awful menopause that every woman will eventually go through. But even though I'm laughing about it on the outside, I'm not laughing on the inside. I find myself feeling like I'm being judged on anything I eat, regardless of what it is. If I try to eat healthy, I feel like people are thinking I'm on another, fad diet of some sort. If I'm eating something not so healthy, I feel like people are wondering why am I putting that into my body. I want to try to make my meals as healthy as possible, but with work, school, and everyday life, quick and easy often wins over healthy. I find myself getting sleepy by mid-evening and not having the drive to put one foot in front of the other, let alone exercise. But recently I have decided that things must change. I don't want to just be a bystander in my family's life anymore. I want to be involved. I want to be in the photograph, not the one taking it because I hate the way I look. When I look in the mirror, I want to see the person I am on the inside looking back at me. I want to find me again. And I hope that by sharing my weight and struggles with you, this makes me be held accountable for where I've allowed my life and my weight to go. Doing the research for this assignment has been a huge wake-up call for me, and I have made the conscious decision that I don't want to be a statistic. Being obese is not always because a person is lazy and unmotivated. In many cases, life gets off course and it's very hard to get a grasp on things to get yourself back on track. The weight a person might be carrying around is so much more than what is on their physical frame. Whether it's financial or emotional weight a person might eat to suppress what's going on in their lives. Life events can play a dramatic role on a person becoming obese. So what I hope each of you get from this video is that the next time you see an obese person on the street, remember that they don't need your judging them because they are overweight. I guarantee that they are doing enough judging of themselves without your help. It's not always easy to understand how a person allows themselves to become obese. Fortunately, with determination and change in one's lifestyle, obesity can be defeated and life can be enjoyed once again. I'm hoping that being honest with myself through this video and for all of you to see is going to help me reach my goal of losing the weight and changing my future. Cross your fingers for me, wish me luck, and hopefully I'll have class with one of you again, and I will look a little different. Thank you. Until we meet again.